just to spread the gospel as best we can and use baseball as that platform. So thanks for having me, guys. Appreciate it.
A guy that went deep over the center field wall tonight.
First off, someone's going to know who he is in 5 or 10 years, so it's a stretch. My testimony is, I didn't grow up with Jesus in my life or my household. My parents weren't real religious, and so I didn't get to know Jesus until 2005, 2006, 2000. A guy named Adam Wainwright, which I'm sure baseball fans know, introduced me to him, and it completed my life. And I was a lot like Kurt. Baseball was everything. I would take it home. If it was a bad game, take it out on my wife because she didn't understand, and it was real tough on me. The thing about what Adam, I think, was so special for me was he didn't put me down my throat. He let me walk on my own and learn him on my own, and not but how it was supposed to be for me. And since then, I've learned to walk with him, and I'm still learning. I mean, it's a process, and I don't think you completely know him, and that's why every day is so special for me is being around these guys, especially coaching staff too, that I keep learning who he is. And my favorite verse is Proverbs 16:9. It says, the man makes his plans, God determines his steps. And for baseball, that's a huge verse, and I love it. So thank you for having me.
This guy got traded, kind of a throw-in with Nick Punto, Adrian Gonzalez.
Like everyone is saying, my testimony, I grew up in the church, but I went to church kind of like a checklist. Hey, I went on Sunday, I'm good, we would go. I would be sitting in church, looking at my clock, just making sure when the hour and a half went by so we could go somewhere else. So going to church didn't really make me or allow me to be in church. And so when my wife and I were about to be married, I knew that in my heart I wanted something more to grasp on for our marriage, for myself, for me to grow as a husband. After we got married in 2003, actually it was at baseball chapel. I gave my life to Christ in April. And for me, like I said, like everybody's been saying, baseball was my life. Having a great day, I was the best person to be around. Having a bad day, even though the team won, I was the worst person to be around. And giving my life to Christ really changed my life in that respect, and understanding that, all I can do is do the best I can do. And if I do the best I can do, win or lose, I'm going to be happy, and so everything's going to be good. The times I'm really mad at myself is when I know that I didn't give it all when I was out there. And so, for me, that really changed the way I think, the way I live my life, and the way I do everything on and off the field. This year, I read a book called The Cure, and I've really been dwelling on a couple things on the book. One of the things where the book really divides two things for believers. Trying to do good intentions for Christ, and understanding God's grace, and in return of God's grace, doing good things. And a lot of people think you can win everlasting life by doing good things, and that's not the case. God gives us grace, and in return, we have everlasting life. We have to make a decision to give our decision to life, our decision to live our life for Christ. And understanding that really makes me, and it'll make a lot of people understand what grace is. And when you understand grace, you get peace in your life. No matter what situation you are in your life, you're going to have peace because you understand that God's in control. He's doing everything for His glory, not your glory, for His glory, but you're going to have everlasting life because of that. And one thing that really makes me understand is the fact that, for me, I speak Spanish, and I understand the word gracias. When somebody does something good and you appreciate it, you say gracias. You don't do something you're in understanding to just, hey, do the best I can, understand that Jesus did this for me, and I can live a peaceful life because of it.
These last two guys on the end, Skip alluded to, and the guy standing over there, I think you know Mr. Mattingly over there. The coaching staff for the Dodgers is awesome. And I don't just mean on the field, I just mean the character of these men. When I first came to the